And with that, let's see what we're in for today. So, starting out with... Okay. Tap Tap was a boss from the first game. Or, more accurately, I guess it's just this thing. Because, there was, like, Red Nose the Tap Tap was a boss. I don't know. I guess it's... I never looked at, like, the names of the individual enemies in that game, so I guess that's what these are called. I just call them spiky dudes. Anyway, waiting to find out what the horrible gimmick is going to be this time. That... Yeah, that's going to open as soon as I put the box on the button, isn't it? Okay. So, does that close just as slowly, though? Yes, it does. Okay, so I should be able to smash this. After I miss. Also, waiting to see when there's a changing area, because I've been informed that Wario apparently is just not actually selectable in most levels, which is... Wow, that was really bad looking. And for the record, the camera cannot adjust here. I already tried to move it. It just won't let you. So anyway, moving on. To go on a slight tangent that has nothing to do with anything, over the past few weeks, I've been kind of off and on working on breeding a semi-competitive team in X and Y. When I say competitive, I mean just for the Battle Maison and nothing else, because I don't actually do, like, online battling or anything. And I finally finished it. I have the 3 Pokemon that I wanted to get with perfect IVs and everything except for the attacking stat they don't use, with the proper nature and ability and all that, and fully EV trained them, got them up to 50. Took a very long time. Okay, how am I supposed to get down there? I'm not seeing how this was supposed to work. Did I already mess something up? Because that's just going to make the bridge appear, which I don't think I really need. But let me go ahead and do it anyway. Oh, what? Alright. I imagine I probably have to hit these in a proper order or something. That makes the water go down, okay. Does that make this just a pit? No. Okay, well I got my coins, that was my main concern, not that they were even red. So, good. I don't think they were, at least. But anyway, what I'm saying is I bred the team, perfect IVs, stats, perfect, everything good, yeah. And, so I finally went to do a run of it, trying to get up to, 50, because that's really my only goal. Like, you can go farther, and there's, like, very stupid prizes if you do. There's, like, a few berries that are exclusive, but I don't really care about that. The only reason I'm doing it is because it's, like, the one thing left in the game I haven't bothered with. Got up to match 44, I lost. It's a pretty good feeling knowing I've spent several weeks working on this and have, like, the perfect team, and it still isn't guaranteed to get me through this. I have a, Protean Greninja named Final Frogget, a Mega Kangaskhan named, Mashed Potatoes, and a Poison Heal Gliscor holding a Toxic Orb named Pazuzu. And from what I can tell, they seem to be basically the, what am I doing? There was a station right here. Oh, no, there is Wario. He exists in this level, at least. Which means that he probably won't be in much after this, because I heard he's only in, like, 5 levels. But, yeah, I basically looked up, like, successful teams for getting through it and just copied them completely without any original thought on my part. And, the Kangaskhan is freaking broken as all shit. It gets through the majority of battles without any effort. The Greninja I've not really had to use a whole lot, but it usually holds its own pretty well. And the Gliscor is kind of an interesting beast, because the whole gimmick with that thing is that you use Toxic on the opponent, and then you alternate Protect and Substitute, and just keep healing with your Poison Heal ability, because you're holding the Toxic Orb, and so basically you just stall them out. So it's really slow and cheap, but it seems to work, except for when it doesn't, because that was actually how I lost. I think Toxic is 90 accuracy, and this thing seems to miss more often than it hits. So I was down to that as my last Pokemon and tried to use Toxic, and it missed, and then the thing killed me on the next turn, so I kind of, like, went over it a few times in my mind to see what I could have done differently, and I think you're supposed to use Protect on the first turn to let the Toxic Orb kick in, and I didn't do that because I don't really know what the hell I'm doing. So that was my fault. I don't know if it would have made a difference, but I might have survived with a few HP at that point. But anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say on that subject. It's completely off topic and not really all that interesting, but since I no longer have the Platinum LP, Jesus, that was close, to talk about my random teams and such, I figured I would do that now. Once I do get through all 50, I don't know if I'll do any of the other battle formats. I think doubles and rotation, you only need 4, so I might be able to get a 4th. I don't know if I can get another team member that would mesh with the other 3 very well, though. In triples, you need 6, so it's like, yeah, screw that. Getting the 3 I have now was bad enough. Good. Okay, so get my star back. How about my star back, strong way? Okay, no, not doing that, even though I just did. That was a hole. Oh, the water, okay. I was about to say, did I already mess this up? Actually, I still might have. Does this go back down? Yeah, it does, okay. Trying to think if there's any other weird Pokemon crap going on that would be worth mentioning, because I'm not going to do Sun Moon spoilers. I am pretty convinced that I'm going to want to start those games with all 3 of the starters, though. When I say those games, I mean whichever version I'm getting, because I don't know yet. Is there anything down here? Yeah, looks like a little bit. So I think I'm just going to have to play through this section on fast forward, because this is rather slow-paced and tedious. Also, now that I think about it, I never did actually go through Red, like the Elite Four, with the other team of 5 Pokemon that I just didn't use the first time. Should do that at some point, but whatever. And I would talk about progress on the tabletop game that I mentioned, but there hasn't really been any, other than vaguely figuring out how some of the formulas are going to work. So since I'm still not making an official video on that until I have a lot of this solidified, I'm not going to go into major detail yet again, but I will bring up one question that I've asked a lot of people whenever I talk about this game. And since this is going to be played in a semi-realistic type setting, would people agree with my decision to make fish Pokemon basically worthless out of water? Because I don't like the idea of them just floating around in the air. Like, there would be some that will have at least some degree of mobility. Like, stuff like Gyarados can, like, slither around like a snake, and I mean, it's a flying type for whatever reason. I don't think I've ever seen it fly. But, it's like that one I can kind of see kind of moving around a bit, but I don't want to have a Sea King just swimming in the air. I feel like that would be dumb. And so the problem with this is that by doing that, you're basically dooming them to be completely worthless in the entire game, except for like any very specific scenario where you're in like an underwater environment or at a beach or something. And I'm okay with that. Like, it doesn't make a huge difference because, like, this is a game that is basically just played in your imagination, so it's not going to look stupid to have floating fish, but I don't know, I feel like it would be better to have them like that. And, I have a number of, basically, like, they're similar to abilities, but not really. I'm considering them attributes for the moment, like basically attributes that affect how something functions in battle. Whereas an ability is usually like one specific thing that it can do extra or something like that. For this one, like this particular situation, the attribute would be called fish out of water. And either fish out of water or sea legs. I'm actually undecided between the two. But it basically just means that if you try to use it in a non-aquatic environment, then it's like you can still send it out and it's not going to die, but it won't be able to like move around and do much. And then there'll be an opposite one for stuff that can't swim, and that one is called landlubber. This is where I'm supposed to be going, right? You know what? Let me double check something. I saved quite a while ago, apparently, so I'm just gonna catch up off screen. But I want to make sure I didn't miss another exit, because for some reason I feel like I did. So you go through here, and then no, there wasn't. Okay, let me redo that section then, and I'll be back at the outside area. Okay, caught up again. Looks like we've got some lava on the bottom of the screen. Yep, that is definitely lava. And what do we want to do here? Looks like it's probably going to start raising, and then I have to run away from it, so I guess I'll stick with the current setup I have here. Oh, well, I was wrong about one part of it, but I do still have to run away, so... This seems to be quite precise. Now that is definitely tap-tap the red nose. Except I don't think it's a tap-tap, it's just a ball thing. And yes, I did miss a coin there. Okay, let's actually go for Wario here. That might help a little bit with the coin collecting. I won't be able to run, but I think overall this still might work. Let's see. Yeah, it gives me a little bit more wiggle room. Oh my god. Not much, mind you. This is still very precarious. Really? Okay. Oh wait, I have all the reds. Okay, in that case, screw it. I didn't realize I had all of them. Going to assume Mario for this section, because he's the only one who can run. Let's push the wall. Waste valuable time. This section sucks just a little bit. Now, because I'm abusing save states, I have to mention here that, just in case you're not sure how Yoshi's Island mechanics work, If I were to go through the whole stage up to this point and then die here, I would restart from that checkpoint with my full, like, collection status. I wouldn't have to start over from scratch. But, actually, let me check something. Because I'm at 30 stars, and now, here we go, this thing comes, and oh no, I died. I have to restart. I do still have the 30 stars, okay. I thought it might reset to like 10 or something. But yeah, I guess that's just a thing that you have to keep doing until you get it. It's not so bad. At least they were kind enough to give a checkpoint beforehand. Okay. Not gonna worry about that. And for our last level, we have what looks like a dick clam. Is that what that is? Is that a dick clam? Priscilla the Peckish. Priscilla the Pig. And Tamar the Tiger. Okay, I'll shut up. Okay. Anyway. That looks like another magnet block. Now, we've only had Wario for 4 stages, counting this one, so if that post saying he's only in 5 stages is correct, that basically means that he is going to be unused for the vast majority of the rest of the game, and will make a special guest appearance one time. Also, hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, save state again. I need to test if what I just thought I saw actually happened, because it looked like I had coins following me, including a red one, and then simply by being hit, they stopped floating, fell to the ground, and started to despawn. Because, that's kinda shitty if that's what happened. Yeah, that is definitely what happened there. Alright. Well, I need to find the switch to rotate those platforms, so let me go and do that. I mean, I could probably do this without rotating them, but nah, it's up there by the door. Good enough. Oh, and there's one right here, too. Is this the first time we've had the rotating platforms in this game? They're a bit of a latecomer then, because I know they were in World 2 in the first game. But they also didn't really appear that often, from what I remember. I remember the stage that they first showed up in, which I think was 2-8, the Potted Ghost one. And I don't know if they ever appeared after that. Okay. I mean, I can do this, but it doesn't matter. So far, these waterfalls have not been really dangerous, because there seems to be a safety net below you at all times. I'm waiting for the point when they eventually remove that, but so far that's fine by me, I guess. Waits 10 days for it to pass by. Once again, waits 10 days for it to pass by. The beauty of having a speed up button. And I guess that was it. Okay. I don't think there was anything else in that direction, right? Because there was like a one-way door, so... Yeah, okay. Just want to be sure. Must always make that noise. Oh, wait, okay. Yeah, here I am talking about, like, eventually they're gonna take away the safety barrier, and then they did, and I nearly died. So, here's just a question I'm kind of asking to the air and don't actually want a response for, but, does anybody really care about collecting the coins in, like, normal Mario games? Because, like, I'll usually get them if they're in my way, because they're a thing that you're just kind of trained to get. But, like, 1-ups are usually not really all that needed in most of them. Like, I would argue that in the very first one, they're extremely needed, because that game is a bitch. But, even as early as Mario 3, I don't think they've really been all that necessary. I don't know. I'm gonna see if any of these look like a one-way. Well, that was definitely one there. Okay. I'll keep that in mind, and I'll stick with the magnet for now. And here we have loading stuff and riding on arrows. Shocking arrow lifts. Which actually, that reminds me, just, like, if you haven't been, and, like, if you haven't done anything with the video quiz Reddit topic yet, and if you care at all about that, I would recommend that you do so. And if you have been involved with it, then, I was, for some reason in my mind, when I set this up, I was thinking that the same community coming up with the tasks would also kind of, like, vote on which were the best ones, or, like, combine them together into one super task, and that would be the one that I do. That hasn't really been happening, but I also never specifically mentioned that it needed to. So, yeah. Like, it can be ultimately up to me, obviously, like, which, yeah, I'm not gonna deal with that. Screw that area for now. Like, I can decide, what the final task is in most cases, but, I don't know. I'm not sure where I was going with that sentence, to be honest. Also, why can't I drop this crate? That's really stupid. Okay, well, I guess I'm going back down then. I like when I speed up and go into a room and it just makes a sound. Yeah, that was me being good at video games. Yeah, you know what? Screw this. I don't even need that platform. This is a lot faster and gives me slightly more control. It's more dangerous, but whatever. The only problem is the fact that I am usually hovering towards the top of the screen where the gap is, and I can't tell what the hell's coming up next. I don't want to check those doors yet. And has the, yeah, the floating ability has gone away. Introduce something cool and then take it away. Yeah, let's go ahead and save. And then I will check the locked doors, I suppose. I don't know. Oh, Jesus, really? I was, like, looking down at the keyboard preparing to save state. I didn't realize that I was already falling somewhere. But, anyway, let's see if these both lead to the same place. With, like, another key on this. Oh. Oh. Okay, how about the other one? Are they both minigames? They are. So, both of them are completely unneeded. I'm gonna do this one because I like this one better. Which isn't to say that I'm any good at it, of course, but we can pretend. Oh my god. Okay, my goal now is to get one. There, I did get one. Fun times. Can't actually get that one up there. Really don't like that game. Alright. That was a good use of a minute. The more I think about it, the more I have to wonder how the hell I managed making videos back with the old time limits. Because it's like, in the newer ones where I have as much time as I want and I make things that are like an hour long, I can very easily spend 5 to 10 minutes backtracking through the same area and making little or no progress and be perfectly fine with this, whereas back in the old system that would basically be an entire video on its own. And I would not stand for that. Oh, now I can do the other minigame. You know what, for completion, let's do it. I might actually do better in this one, even though I hate this minigame. Now there should be a clock thing at the top here, which I usually fail to get. There we go. I now got 1 whole extra second. Because they're very generous. Yeah, I really hate this. Okay, good. Let's never speak of that game again. Well, until the next time it pops up, I guess. So far this level's just been kind of meandering a bit. I'm not really sure what to think of it. Collecting-wise, I'm slightly more than halfway through. And I'm going to go ahead and switch to Wario because I won't be able to in most other levels. Is he just going to get, like, kidnapped by the Yakuza or something? Because there's, like, those weird... Oh, God, really? You're going to put me in the water? Wow. Okay. I feel like that is, slightly cruel. Like, usually they have those as, like, a warning, like, oh, you better not fall in the water because bad things will happen if you do. And then here it's like, hey, you've got to go in this water, you have no choice, and bad things will happen if you do. I don't know. In front of you there are 2 coffee cups. Pick one of them. There is no choice. Yeah, I don't know. I'll shut up right now. I don't even know what the name of that was. That was just some shitty Flash game that Red Super did. It was not a Rise, so therefore it is not worth mentioning. Well, Arise and the Trapped series, those are my favorite ones. Arrival in Hell is also good, but not my favorite. Oh, yeah, this is, not annoying in the slightest. Can we get rid of these assholes? Okay, good. About to say, is this door a trap? Do I actually want to keep going? Looks like I do. I mean, I don't, but... Can't ever be simple, can it? Here I am, just gonna get those last 2 coins. Nope, invisible cloud! No, you get the hell out of here. I stunned you. You shouldn't be immediately able to do that. Okay, it's just a 1-up anyway. So are we good? Is that everything? Still missing 4 coins and a flower. This looks like probably going to be the last room. At least I have a feeling it is. I don't know what about it is making me think that, but I don't know. Camera switch? No, I can't camera switch here. Which means I've got to keep my eyes open, because you never know when there will be shit in the screen gap. I don't know what happened there, he wouldn't float. It was a little bit dumb. You know, I'm trying to think. There hasn't been a level yet where I've completely screwed myself by, like, going too far when there was stuff earlier, right? Like, there were ones where I missed something. But, no, I think there was, like, a windy stage where that happened, but I don't really remember completely. Because it's like, I'm always worried that it's gonna happen. Because, oh, okay. I'm like, is this just gone forever now? But no. I'm always worried that it's going to happen, but I don't think it's that frequent of an event. So, is this a instant death spike? Yes, it is. I like how Yoshi is basically invincible to most forms of attack in this game, but you, like, lightly brush up against a spiky object, and he just explodes like Mega Man. Good. I just want this level to be over, honestly. Not that it's been that bad. As far as castle levels go, this is actually quite tame. But, this might actually be the, fastest completion of 2 levels in any segment so far. Unless the boss takes up, like, 20 minutes, which... Given this game's, track record so far, I wouldn't be surprised, but... I mean, I would be a little bit surprised. And I'm glad that I picked Wario here, because it seems that I need him. No, I didn't, actually, because that was the last red coin, so... There's just a section up here, in case you want to grab these for whatever reason. There you go. Alright. So, yep, we're good. And I probably don't need Wario for the boss, but I'm going to keep him anyway. And let's see what we got. Is this going to be like an antlion? Is this even an enemy that has existed in the game prior to this point? Because usually it's a giant version of something. I don't think this thing existed. It is most definitely not the dick clam that I was expecting. So, how about this aiming? So we can stand in the sand without falling in, but it's probably, yeah, actually, that doesn't even look that dangerous. Like, you can't fall asleep while doing it, but it's not overly complicated. Okay, how the hell am I supposed to shoot down there? I can't aim straight down. Do I just... Let me try this? No? Oh, gee, okay. I guess if you wait enough years, it'll eventually jump out. And I missed completely. Also, I like the art style on this boss. It looks quite a bit worse than everything else in the area. Okay, can I do this? I don't think that did anything. And now it... Oh, why? Wait, is it dead? Okay. I randomly lost control there, but I guess it's because I beat the boss. And I actually got through that on my first try with no save stating. That might be a first for me. Oh. Okay. So he just is like, nah, I'm good. Clearly there won't be any coins or anything in the later levels. So no, he's got to stay behind here because there were like 9 whole coins there. Well, bye. Yep. Okay. So our next level is just Koopa strolling by casually on the grassland or whatever's going on here, which was the icon for level in World 2 in the original game. But since this was a relatively short one, I'm going to take a look at Extra 3, see what it looks like, and then we'll end. Well, we've got a nice red sky and number ball special. So I'm immediately thinking the annoying-ass billiard temples from Sonic 06. I really hope it's not that, though. Let's see what we got. We've got a couple doors. Maybe more than a couple doors. Perhaps a maze. Perhaps a really shitty, terrible maze cave level. I don't know what that noise was. Yeah, you can stop right now. Alright. But yeah, like I said, I'm not going to really do this stage yet. I just kind of wanted to see what it looked like. And now we know that it's a maze cave. There was a, what the shit is this? I guess I have to, like, find number 1 and touch it before I can do the other ones. That's kind of different. Alright. But yeah, I was about to say, the original Yoshi's Island had a few awful maze levels, which I can only tolerate now because I've played them so many times I have them basically memorized. So this one's going to be a hoot and a half to get through once I'm finally ready to. But that is not going to be today. So I guess next time we'll just start World 4, which is apparently cloud related.